welcome back to our English class with Teacher Ben. Before we're going to start, we're going to sing first with Christ in my vessel. Ready and sing.
With Christ in the vessel, we can smile at the storm, smile at the storm, smile at the storm. With Christ in the vessel, we can smile at the storm as we go sailing home. Sailing, sailing home, sailing, sailing home. With Christ in the vessel, we can smile at the storm as we go sailing home. With Christ in the vessel, we can smile at the storm as we go sailing home. With Christ in the vessel, we can at the storm, at the storm, at the storm. With Christ in the vessel, we can at the storm as we go sailing home. Sailing, sailing home, sailing, sailing home. With Christ in the vessel, we can at the storm as we go sailing home. Sailing, sailing home, sailing, sailing home. With Christ in the vessel, we can smile at the storm as we go sailing home.
All right, everybody, let us fold our hands, bow our heads, as Teacher Ben will pray for. Everybody, let's pray. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for this wonderful day as we're going to start. I pray that the kids will listen and pay attention to our class today. Bless us and be with us. Help us to be good boys and good girls. We love you, dear Jesus. Amen. Okay, so once again, good morning, kids. This morning we have another lesson. Yes, and this is our fourth lesson po. And our lesson today is about, it's about linking verbs. So this is our new lesson. It's about linking verbs. All right, so before that, we have here 5 words. Yes, for our spelling. First one is the word daddy. Daddy, the spelling is D-A-D-D-Y, daddy. Next is the word lady. L-A-D-Y, lady. This, T-H-I-S, this. Mall, M-A-L-L, mall. And then plan, P-L-A-N, plan. So we have here 5 words, but we are just going to spell 3 words tomorrow. So I want you to please study the following words. Again, our lesson today is about linking verbs. So what is linking verbs po? So linking verbs, we also call them verbs of being. So the other words of linking verbs is verbs of being po. So what is a linking verb? Linking verb tells or linking verbs tell what something is. The most common linking verbs are be verbs. So what is it again? The most common linking verbs are the be verbs. So later on you will know what are the be verbs for, or verbs of being. They do not express action. So kids, though we are talking about linking verbs, this kind of verbs po, they don't express action. Again, they do not express action. Example that we have here, the be verbs that we have here, we have 4. How many again? We have 4 be verbs. These are is. Okay, please read with Teacher Bam. We have here is, are, was, and were. We have how many? We have 4 linking verbs. How we have 4 linking verbs. Let's have the first one here is. When are we going to use the linking verb is? So We're going to use is if it's only one person, one place, or thing. Example that we have here, Eric is a grade 1 pupil. So how many person do we have here? We only have the word Eric. It's only one person. So that's why we are going to use the be verb is, the linking verb is. Eric is a grade 1 pupil. So again, we're going only to use is if it's only one person, one place, or thing. We're going to use is. Another example is, okay, we have here using is, how using is. We have here the dog. Okay, how many dogs do we have? One only. So the dog is playing. All right, so use is if it's only one person, one place, one thing, or even one animal. Okay, next, when are we going to use are? All right, so when are we going to use are? Okay, another example here sa is teacher Bem is a teacher. Okay po. Next, are. When are we going to use are? We're going to use are if it's more than one person, one place, or a thing. It is used with the pronoun you. So if you're going to use the pronoun you can also use are. Okay po? Example we have here, the girls are creative. Why did we use are? Kasi girls, it's many. It's more than one po. Girls are creative. We are not going to say the girls is. Okay? Make sure that if it's many, we're going to use are po. Okay po? Next, you. If you are going to use you, you're going to use are. Example, you are a math teacher. So, you're going to use are. Or another example, the cats. Marami ang cats. The cats are hungry. Okay, so use are if it's many po. Okay po? Now, when are we going to use was? Now, was, kids, it is the past form of is. What do you mean by past form, teacher? When we say past form, it means it happened already. Already, sorry for the word. It happened already po. It happened already, ha? Maybe it happened yesterday, it happened last year, or earlier, or what? Even last month, or basta po, it happened already. Okay po? When we say past form, it happened already po. Okay po? So, we're going to use was if it's what? It happened already sa one thing, one person, or one animal or place. So, it is the past form of is. So, example, kids, we have here, John was at the park yesterday. So, it happened already. That's why you're going to use was. But, if it happened today, you're going to say, John is. Okay? Kapag it happened today po. John is, if it's present, you're going to use is. John is at the park. Okay, just like that. But since it happened already, that's why you are using the be verb was. Instead of using is, it happened already, so you're going to use was instead of is. Another example here, he was drunk last night. Again, he was drunk last night. He was drunk last night. So, kids, where is our be verb here? Our linking verb? It's the word was. So, he was because it happened already. He was drunk last night. So, he, it means it's only one po. It's only one po. It's only one. John is only one. He is only one po. We're going to use was because it happened already. So it's the past form of is. Now, what about were? So were po, it is the past form of are. Again, past form, it happened already. So example in a sentence, Daisy and her friends, oh, it's many po, more than one. Daisy and her friends were at the party last night. So if it is happening today, you can say Daisy and her friends are. Kapag it happened today, again, if it is happening today, Daisy, if it's happening in the present time, you will say Daisy and her friends are. Kasi it's many. But since it happened last night, it happened already, you will replace are to were po. Okay, that's why we are using were in the sentence. Kasi it happened already last night. Okay po? We have here another example. They were tired after the game. They were tired after the game. So, kids, in the sentence po, we are using were. Kasi they, it's marami. It's more than one. So, that's why we're using were kasi it happened already po after the game. So, that's it po, kids. Remember, to sum up with our lesson, we have four, ano tawag, be verb. We have here is, if it's only for one person, place or thing or even animal, we're going to use it. Are, if it's more than if it's more than one person, one place, or a thing. And you can also use it with the pronoun you. Example, you are a math teacher. We're going to use was and were if it already happened. We're going to use was if, ano po, if it happened already po for one person, one thing, or event. And we're also, it's the past form of are po. So always remember it, linking verbs. All right, so this time po, I want you to get your books and open to page 215. We are going to answer 215 this activity po. All you have to do is to write the correct linking verb to complete each sentence. So we have here the choices is, was, are, and were. Okay po? I'll give you 5 seconds to get your book and your pencil. If hindi pa tapos, you can just pause the video. Ready and go. Okay, time is up. If you don't have your books yet, you can just pause the video and continue later. Okay? Okay. We will start now. Again, we have here the choices is, was, are, and were. You're going to fill the blank po with its correct linking verb. Let's have number 1. Mrs. Reyes blank my PE teacher last school year. Oh, kids, last school year, it happened already. And we also have here one person. Oh, what are we going to use? Are we going to use is, was, are, or were? I will give you 5 seconds to write down your answer. Mrs. Reyes is, was, are, were my PE teacher last school year. So, write your answer in the box. 5 seconds, ready, go. All right, time is up, kids. Time is up. Let's have number 2. The dancers blank now up the stage. So it is happening right now. The dancers, oh, it's more than one person. Dancers. It's more than one person, and it is happening right now. What are we going to use? The dancers is, the dancers was, the dancers are, or the dancers were. Ready? 5 seconds, go. All right, time is up. Let's have number 3. The month of July. We have here July. It's only 1 month. The month of July, blank, a rainy month. Okay. So what do you think is our answer here? The month of July is, the month of July was, are, or were. I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. Ready, go. All right, time is up, kids. Time is up na po. All right, let's have number 4. My favorite color. Color po. Blank yellow. So we only have one thing as well here. So, excuse me. What are we going to use? Is, was, are, or were? Ready and go. Time is up. Let's have number 5. Look, my pants blank too tight. My pants. My pants blank too tight. So what are we going to use here? Pants. Pants po ha, pants. Pants po. So what are we going to use? Is, was, are, or were. Ready and go. All right, time is up. Now, for your assignment is still in the same page, but you're going to continue answering from 6 till 10. So tomorrow we're going to have a quiz po, and I want you to study about this subject po. So that would be all for today, kids. This is Teacher Bam, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, kids.